as the Arsenal fans like the star boy, you know what I mean, name all the time. Well, he's our new star boy. I know you people could be thinking, to who? I think he's the most overhated player. Flex, from United View, Manchester United fan.
Okay, Flex, are you ready for keep, bench, sell?
I'm ready.
David De Gea.
I'm going to say sell now. I don't think we will. I think he's going to stay and he needs some competition. But I've seen some mistakes in his game and how we want to play going forward. And I think he's going to be surplus to requirements. I think what's saving David at the moment is the fact that we've got other priorities to fix. But if I had my own way, I'd have a blank canvas and start again at goalkeeper.
Dean Henderson.
Sell. I think he's one of our most sellable assets as well. And we can get quite a bit of money for him as well. So, yeah, sell.
Victor Lindelof.
I'm going to say bench. I'm going to say bench. He's proved that he can come into the starting 11 when called upon. Very composed player, good with both feet, can read the game well. When he plays with the better players, he's a strong player.
Eric Bailly.
Not even sell. I don't even think we can sell him. Give away. You should have added another one for give away. Nah, listen. Now, big up Eric. Too many injuries now, though. It's been here too long. Definitely so. I don't want to disrespect Eric because he's given us some good moments, but he's got.
Phil Jones.
He's already gone.
Harry Maguire.
Sell. I know you people could be thinking to who, but we have to sell him. He's surplus to requirements. Erik ten Hag, he's fourth choice centre back at the moment. Erik ten Hag doesn't fancy him, and the way he wants to play, it's not going to be good for Harry Maguire. He needs to leave, in my opinion.
Lisandro Martinez.
Keep.
Tyrell Malacia.
Bench, where he's been so far, he's really raw. He's a young player. He's got a lot more to offer. He's got Luke Shaw obviously ahead of him to learn from. And I think he's had a decent debut season. We've seen some of the things he needs to improve on. We've seen some of the things he's really good at. Young player.
Luke Shaw.
Keep. Massive impact for us. I think now we're seeing, for the last couple of years, a really strong Luke Shaw. One of the best left backs in the league.
Rafael Varane.
The Ghost, the Wraith, the Phantom, my guy, the Rolls Royce.
As you can see right here, the Rolls Royce, the Wraith, the Phantom, the Ghost. Look at it. Look at that. I'm about to do a video right there, actually. And Veranda's parked right here, so I'm actually going to politely move the Rolls Royce, the Wraith, the Ghost, the Phantom away.
Keep. However, though, it will get a bit bench-ish because, as he gets older, he's got problems with injuries. He might not be able to play all the games, but I am 100% keeping him.
Diogo Dalot.
I'm going to say bench. Keep. I think he's a good right back. He's got good feet. He's got good attacking attributes. And he's improved in his defensive work, and I think Ten Hag quite likes him. And I think when the squad's finished of the development, that's going to be a player that Ten Hag is going to look to put the icing on the cake in that area.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Bench, got a unique skill set, really improving. I mean, he's been synonymous for locking off attackers. If you want someone who's good on the ball, you bring in Aaron Wan-Bissaka to shut them down. But actually, he's improving going the other way as well. A really good weapon to have in your squad.
Brandon Williams.
Sell.
Bruno Fernandes.
Keep. Far too much slander on Bruno's name from the footballing world. I think he's the most overhated player. And honestly, people talk about overrated all the time. I think he's the most overhated player. You can't have everything with stats and numbers, but in terms of how he affects the team on a consistent basis, his numbers are up there with your favourite attacking midfielders that just get slandered because he puts his arms up and moans a little bit. But keep. He's integral to Man United.
Christian Eriksen.
Bench. Going forward, I think I want more players like Christian Eriksen that have a bit more legs though as well. Very technical player. Definitely need him in the squad. Really had a big impact on us this season. Definitely want him in the squad, but I think as the squad moves on, I'd want him as rotation.
Marcel Sabitzer.
Send back, not even sell because we got him on loan. Send him back.
Amad Diallo.
Absolutely keep. Fantastic season at Sunderland. Their young player of the year, I believe, or could have been player of the year. unbelievable season from him. Needed it in men's football, and now get him on the tour. And let's see if we can integrate him to give Anthony some competition on the right hand side.
Fred.
Do you know what? I'm saying bench Fred. I still think you need someone like that in your squad. You don't need to be overly reliant on them. What was working for us early in the season was Eriksen doing the mustard, and then you bring on Fred for the last 15 for some energy. At home against Manchester City, he marked Kevin De Bruyne out the game. So there's specific jobs you can give to players like that. Can't have too many in your squad. You need one. And I think Fred is a good squad player, so I'd actually bench Fred.
Scott McTominay.
Sell. I think for the way we want to play and the type of midfielders that I think we should have, keeping the ball and being on the front foot and controlling games, I don't think that's his style or profile. And again, he's a very sellable asset as well, like Dean Henderson is. So sell.
Casemiro.
Don't even need to ask me. Move on.
Facundo Pellistri.
Loan's not on there, is it? So keep at the club. I think they're going to give him a new contract anyway, but I probably would loan him to give him some more experience in men's football in this country.
Donny van der Beek.
Forgot. Honestly, that's one of the worst signings. Not all for his own fault, by the way. He had some really bad injuries. It just hasn't worked for him. And actually, I really want to see him do well again. He was a fantastic player at Ajax. Nearly went to Real Madrid just before we got him. I'd love to see him go back to Ajax and just find himself again. So.
Anthony Martial.
So, how much longer are we going to wait for Martial to be the guy that we want him to be and not kid ourselves that he's going to be that guy? He's been largely unavailable this season because of injuries, doesn't do enough, can play in spells and is a neat, tidy footballer, but where we're going, we need to sell.
Marcus Rashford.
Keep. I know some people are worried that this season's just because he's playing for a new contract, this, that and the other. We wouldn't be anywhere near where we are this season without his goals. He literally carried us at one point. And yeah, I think he's in this Erik ten Hag side with where it needs to be. You need players like Marcus Rashford. And, you know, just look at the whole league and the whole world just copying him. So there you go, keep.
Anthony.
Gets, I think, unfairly labelled as a flop by rival fans. Hasn't been that at all. Has he been frustrating? Yes. Is there more to come from him? Yes. And I think he's going to progress just fine. And for a breakout season, he's had some bad things that we're like, we need to improve on that, but he's also had some very good things. Keep.
Jadon Sancho.
Oh, if the right money comes in, you know. But I'm going to go on the air of backing the boys. You know what I mean, young London boy. I want him to really, really do well, but he's got one more year left for me, so bench.
Anthony Elanga.
So, I like Anthony a lot. Great kid, great guy. And I think he needs to go play football. He's too far down the pecking order. He's not going to get in, not going to get any game time. And I'd sell him.
Alejandro Garnacho.
Just giving him the star boy a new contract, as the Arsenal fans like the star boy, you know what I mean, name all the time. Well, he's our new star boy, and he's fantastic. He's got a great future ahead of him. I'm really excited to see the heights he can hit. Absolutely keep.
And final star boy, Wout Weghorst.
Bless him. He's put in a shift. He's done really well. I think Weghorst being at Manchester United is less of a taint on him personally, but more indicative of where Manchester United are financially, having to bring in Wout Weghorst. But definitely, again, we haven't bought him, so send him back.
Okay, Flex, thank you.
Thanks for having me.